Hello everyone, and welcome back. Today we are going to create a 3D typography poster design in Illustrator, perfect for posters, social media, and creative projects. Stay with us until the end. First, type your text on the artboard. You can adjust the line spacing by holding Alt and pressing the up or down arrow keys. You can also adjust it from the character panel. Set your preferred font and font size as well. I am going to make a copy of my text for the second design and set it aside for now. Now go to the Object menu and click Expand. Make sure both checkboxes are ticked. Select the Line Segment tool and draw a line across your text, from the point where you want the design to bend. It does not have to be in the center. I think this position works well for my design. Now select both the text and the line. In the Pathfinder panel, click Divide. You will see that the text is now split into two separate parts. Go to the Object menu and click Ungroup. Then, still in the Object menu, group each part separately. Now I want to add the text that will appear on the bottom face of the design. Type it and apply the necessary settings. I will also make a copy of this for my second design and set it aside. To color the design, we need to use the Swatches panel. I have selected a larger thumbnail view so the colors are easier to see. You can change the thumbnail size from the hamburger menu at the top. If you cannot find the Swatches panel, go to the Window menu and select Swatches. I want to use dark and light colors to give a better sense of depth and make the 3D effect more convincing. Select the right side of your design and choose your color. I think this one works well. You can delete any area that got colored accidentally, we do not need it. To avoid coloring the entire text block, you can double-click to enter isolation mode, then hold Shift and click each letter individually to select only the ones you want to color. For the left side, I think this color is a good choice. That looks great. Now select the left part of the design. Go to Effect, then 3D and Materials, then 3D Classic, and choose Rotate Classic. Set the position to isometric left. Click OK. Now do the same for the right part. Go to Effect, 3D and Materials, 3D Classic, and Rotate Classic. Set the position to isometric right. Now align the two parts and snap them together. I will zoom in because this step needs to be precise. Alright. Select the left part and go to Object, then click Expand Appearance. Now you can delete its clipping mask. Do the same for the right part. Now select both parts and group them. Now we are going to make several copies of this group. Hold Alt and drag to duplicate it. Hold Shift at the same time to keep everything aligned on the same axis. That looks great. Now let's work on the bottom text and repeat exactly the same steps. Go to Object and click Expand. For the color, I will choose a darker shade. I also want to make it slightly more square in proportion. Go to Effect, 3D, and Materials, 3D Classic, and Rotate Classic. Set the position to isometric top. If you feel the angle is not quite right, you can adjust it slightly. Now resize it a little to fit the composition. That looks perfect. You can also add a darker background to improve the contrast. Draw a rectangle exactly the size of the artboard. Right-click and choose Arrange, then Send to Back. Now set the fill color. It is a little light, you can make it even darker if you prefer. That looks excellent. So that is the first design complete, a 3D typography effect. For the second design, I want to use a different technique using the TextBlock script. For this, each line of text needs to be in a separate text box. Select them all. Then go to File, Scripts, and choose TextBlock. Click OK. As you can see, the words are now perfectly aligned and uniform in size, no more short and long lines like in the first design. Do the same for the bottom text. I will speed up the video here since the steps are the same. That turned out great. Now I need a background for this design. I will copy the background from the first design so the dimensions match exactly. Then I will change the color. I think this shade works well. Now I will lock both background layers so they do not move during the design process. Press Ctrl and 2 to lock them. Now I will repeat all the same steps as before. Expand the text. Draw the line and click Divide. Then ungroup, and group each section separately. Color the left and right parts as we did before. That looks great. Go to Effect, 3D, and Materials, 3D Classic, and Rotate Classic. This time, set the position of the left part to isometric left. And set the right part to isometric right. You can see how different this looks compared to the first design. Snap the edges together carefully. Go to Object and click Expand Appearance. Delete the clipping mask. Group them again. Now duplicate the group and make sure the spacing is even. For this design, I want to place the bottom text at the top instead. Do the same steps as before. Set the position to isometric top. Go to Object and click Expand Appearance. Now place it in the correct position. That looks great. Resize it slightly to fit the composition. Perfect. That is so fun. One technique, two completely different designs. Which one do you prefer? Let me know in the comments. You can always add extra text or even a logo to fill any empty space in the composition. I will copy this element for the second design as well. So cool. Both designs are ready, but to make them feel a little more special, we can add a subtle grain texture. Draw a black rectangle over your design. Go to Effect, Texture, and choose Grain. Adjust the settings until you are happy with the result. I think these values work well. Click OK. Now go to the Transparency panel and change the blending mode to Screen. Also lower the opacity until the texture feels just right and adds depth without being too strong. That looks excellent. I will copy this texture layer and apply it to the second design as well. And that is perfect. If you enjoyed this tutorial, do not forget to like and subscribe, and make sure you do not miss the upcoming tutorials.